Gang, we've come back to you earlier because we've had some transfer business. I thought we'd get that out of the way. But before we go any further, drop in the comments. Where do you think we're sitting on the league table? No cheating. G'day there, gang. Welcome back to Chump the Champ. I'm Waly, but most people call me Waly. Today we've got two matches for you in the Belgian Pro League A. The first one against Tom the Cock Cercle? Against Tom the Cock Cercle Brugge. And we've also got Genk, top of the table team, in the second game for you. We've come back to you earlier for the first game against Cercle Brugge. I know I said it was a bit too close, but deadline day was a few days ago, and we've made some changes to the squad. So into the team, we have bought this guy, Charlie Caton. Now, the media criticised me for buying this guy as a panic purchase. I don't think so. I don't see how this one goes wrong. Worst comes to worst, we sell him and we make some money off him because he was a free transfer like everything else that we've bought in here. But look at his stats. His mentals are fantastic. His Holy Trinity is not too bad. All right, he probably lacks a wee little bit of pace, but that's no different to a couple of other guys on the team who are lacking a bit of pace. What's his name? Logs, that's it. I totally didn't have to make a cut and go and have a look to see what his name was there. He's probably about as good as Logs on paper. It says he's only a Belgian first amateur division player, but he's our second best striker. I think that's kind of lets you know where we are as a team at the moment and what we're up against here in this league. We've also brought in this guy this guy was a panic signing. Whoops, let's go back here. This guy was a panic signing, Zachariah Masudi. He's come in as a bit of cover on the left wing. Now, I've got two people that play left wing. I've got Vermeulen and I've got Loic Rater. I think you guys saw Vermeulen get injured at the end of the last match, and I have been without him for the last 3 of the last 4 matches. He come back in the last match, come off the bench and played really well. But this guy has just come in as a bit of cover, and he also plays up front. I think he was a good signing. The fans weren't happy with that because they were upset that I wasted a loan spot on a player that was only a backup. But more importantly, I've brought in this fella on loan, Julian Celestine. He's come in. He is a 3.5-star central defender, 14 pace, 15 jumping reach, heading, marking, and tackling all above 10. Heading and marking, particularly good. I'm only paying £600 a week for him on loan. I shipped off a couple of guys to make some wage budget. Mariotti's gone off on loan to Alist. Prince Ngundala has gone to Marima Union. And Reyes Vodera has gone off to CSM Rista in his native country. None of those boys probably would have been featuring too much in the first team anyway. And it goes back to that, all right, let's develop these guys. And they're all on contract for more than the next 12 months. I've got them all on 2-year contracts. We'll sell them in the summer and try and free up a bit of transfer budget and a bit of wage budget perhaps. And do something about the club's finances. Club's finances, big problem. Still losing money even though we're up in this league. I'm going to give it to the January window. The club's already put in an injection of cash to try and deal with what we're bleeding. But as you can see, I'm well under the wage budget here. I'm £500 under the wage budget. So not a lot of it's my doing. Still was waiting for that signing for Livan Capera, but I think I'm going to have to sell off that clause in the summer just to make a little bit of money for the club and bring us above board here. But the question that you're asking, where are we on the league table? Let's have a look, shall we? We are 5th in the Belgian Pro League A. We have had a very, very good run of results after losing a couple when we last came to you. So we last came to you, where was it? Antwerp. So we lost Ostende, and then we've won the next 3. We beat Lock and Tamise, even though we couldn't beat them in the division below for 2 years, or for the whole year they were there. 4 games in a row we lost them, we beat them. We beat old rivals from that league as well, OHL, and even better, we beat Eupen, one of the better teams in the league, going on the league predictions, and we're 5th on the table. We're doing really well. We're doing really, really well. As you can see, we have 12 points from 7 games, so I think as long as we keep beating the teams down this end of the ladder, we're going to do really well here, but I think we can do a wee bit better. So we're going to go and play Cercle Brugge here. Now, I'm not saying it's Tom the Cock's fault that I didn't get that job at Molenbeek that I wanted, that he got. But I'm going to blame him anyway. So we're going to go try and take some angst out on Tom the Cock here and see if we can win this game against Cercle Brugge. It'll be another feather in our cap, I think, if we beat them. Now, we have had a change in tactic. I'm doing something that I've never done before. I'm playing a Segundo Volante. What is a Segundo Volante, you ask, for those of you that don't play Football Manager that watch this? Well, basically, he's a very attacking defensive midfielder who likes to arrive in the box late and score goals. So he's playing next to Tim Ozal, and they're providing a good screen in front of these four jokers here who have had up and down form. Now, Maxime Wackers, as expected, his average rating is 7, but you can see in the last 5 games, it's only a 6.86. So we're really waiting on Celestine to come up to full match fitness, and he'll be playing next to Legay there. Having Legay freed up gives me options to rest Tim Ozal and push Legay forward. So far, Narisic, complete flop. I thought this guy would be one of the answers to our prayers at centre-back there, pace 15. I mean, I must admit, he's had to play at left-back a couple of times, but I'm just training him as a left-back now, and that's where he's going to play. Having said that, I've actually preferred playing Damashka over there, even though it's on his wrong foot, and playing Van Gonta here. So, yeah, it's a bit of an underwhelming signing him. On the goal-scoring front, Bertolucci continues to find the goal, and Logs continues to find the goal. Who hasn't been finding the goal? Nicholas Arai. Don't be fooled by that. They're in the last 2 games. So I think I'm going to use Nicholas Arai as an impact sub. We know he can't play a whole game because of his fitness, and no matter what I seem to do, he can't last the whole game. So why not bring him on as the impact sub and start the other guy? We've got Caton coming up the fitness to play there as well. We've got plenty of options. And the other revelation has been Deleuze. I mean, don't ignore that. But those last 3 matches he's played on the wing up here, fantastic. He's got good pace, gets in the right positions. His work rate is good. I mean, his off the ball's not great. I mean, but that belays what he's been doing. He's actually been quite good there. So we go into this match. One more thing before we go into it. Timothy Gouges had a cry, as predicted, about not starting. So we're going to try and start him in as many batches as possible. But having said that, look at the improvement on this boy. Already coming as a 3.5 star, already a 4 star. If Timothy Gouger wasn't an influential player and he hadn't given us so many good years of service to the club. Oh, hello, Pet Spider. How you doing? Hadn't seen him for a couple of days. I've got a huntsman in here, and he's obviously just wandered out from behind the computer to say hello. And he's wandering up the curtain now, and hopefully he's going to sit in the top corner here and keep the mosquito population down for me. Anyway, so we start this game with Timothy Gouger in the goals, Loic Rater, Legay, Wackers, and Damashka, but expect Celestine to come on for the last half an hour. Timo Zal and Bowen in the centre of the park. Vermeulen and Deleuze on the flanks, Bertolucci and Logs up front. And like I said, we'll bring, even if it's on for the second half, Arai comes on if one of those guys aren't playing well. At least he's coming on fresh against tired legs, and we'll be able to use his pace and height and jumping reach to more advantage. That's the theory. Let's get into the match, shall we? Yes, I know Vermeulen's lacking in match fitness, so we may have to push Loic Rater up to play as a winger there. I'm also considering training a couple of other guys to play out there on that wing, Caton and Timon in particular. However, jury's out on Caton for the moment. We'll let him find some match fitness, and hopefully we can fit him in his natural position as a striker off the bench if one of the other boys up there is not playing well. But at the moment, the front 3 are playing pretty well, to be fair, in the last few games. Now, they are playing back 6 like we are. That's not really a back 6. No, that's a back 6. I've never played such a defensive formation in my life. But here we go. Tom the Cock, Cercle. Why can't I say Cercle? Tom the Cock, Cercle Brugge. Let's go. Encourage, boys. Oh, no. Right. The Silva Lopez goes to Santa Maria, and it's cut out by Wackers, but it's only back as far as Sneakers. Wow, there's some great players of this team. Popovic. They're going through the little car. Deleclerc. Oh, they've got a cock on the field. They've got the cock on the field as well. Excellent. They got Bert the Cock as well. Excellent. Excellent. There's so many cocks out there, and unfortunately, they've just scored against us. De Klerk has risen above our defenders there and nodded the ball home. Now, a bit of poor play here. Who's that? Now, Deleuze, you're a defender by trade, playing up the wing. I mean, I know he's a natural in both positions. Perhaps you could mark better, but does Piccioni come out and punch that? I don't know. Timothy Gouger is a worry. He is a big worry. Now it's time for the encouragement. I was hoping that we come to you with a run of good form, gang, and that we would be able to... Oh, he's kicking the ball. Don't kick the ball. Well, Bertolucci brings it down. Bertolucci beats his man, but it goes over the bar. Unfortunate that. But we'll live to fight another day. It's early days yet, Wally. Don't get too upset. So I'm pretty happy with our transfer activity. I think the squad's pretty deep now. We've got good cover in most spots. Really looking forward to the rest of the season here. And hopefully we can not only stay up, but perhaps aim for a mid-table finish, which would be really nice, which hopefully might attract a buyer to the club. I think that's what this club needs. We need to sell up. We need a buyer that's going to come in, buy all the debt, clear all that stuff, and we can start afresh. In between games, we'll have a look at the wage budget and see where we are league-wise wage budget. I haven't even looked at that. Right. That was pretty terrible, lads. Rightio. So let's have a look about who's not playing well here and who's not doing what. Rightio. Ruben Logs is playing terribly. So is Bertolucci. Vermeulen needs to come off. So Loic Retere goes there. And we have to bring on the hapless Marisic there at left back. He'll play as a wing back on defend. What else are we going to do here? I think we bring Logs off for a Rye. And that'll leave us one sub for later. We've had a week or so's rest because of the end of the transfer window and an international weekend. So that is good because everyone's pretty fresh. Now, target forward. Attack. Thank you, sir. Right, let's get out there. Some passengers out there. Like I said, my last substitute, I am planning on being Legay coming off for Celestine there. So we can get some match fitness into him. Right. Let's get out there and try and do something about bringing back this lead. We're going to go with a positive mentality here, and we're going to encourage the boys. Goal scoring form's been pretty good the last couple of matches. Deleuze is playing really badly here. It might be Deleuze that comes off, and I play Bram Legay right through. It's going to have to be. Look how badly he's playing. 6.2. Off he comes, son. Deary me. R.F.C.Seraing goes on there. We'll get the lad out there. What are we going to do? We're going to tell him there's no pressure on him tonight. And he's still nervous. That shout never works. Don't know why, but never seems to work. Right. Let's see about getting this goal back from Cercle Bruges here. Right. Sneakers puts the ball forward for them. I'm sick of losing to Tom the Cock. I think I lost to him a few times in the league below as well. Timothy Gouger. There we go. That's the Timothy Gouger we all knew and loved from the league below. Right. Lazare crosses the ball in and Legay nods it out nicely, but they recycle possession on the edge of the area. Popovic, the captain for them. Back to Lazare. De Leclerc, the goal scorer. Or... De Leclerc, that's just doesn't roll off the tongue, that name. And De Silva Lopez off the one of our defenders and off into the stands here. Come on, boys, we're better than this. Well, we have been better than this. It might just be that we are actually going to start to get found out, but I don't think so. I think there is a group of 2 or 3 clubs at the top of the league at the top of the league here in Belgium that are particularly good. Genk, Club Brugge, and Standard, and everyone else is there or thereabouts for mid-table pickings, and there's a couple of crap clubs, and I actually don't think that we're one of the crap clubs. Aligabi, he rolls it out. I'm just going to say the Cox keeper rolls it out. That's Smenkins, not Sneakers. So I need to find. I've misplaced my reading glasses, and it's making this a little difficult. All right, Verschuren on the flank here. Right, that's a good ball for Arai. Now, this is what Arai's been doing when he's been coming onto the field fresh. Been coming on fresh legs, doing this sort of stuff. Can't quite find Bertolucci there, though, and hopefully we recycle possession and get another highlight. But we don't. We're going to give one more shout. We are going to demand more for this one. And we're going to tell the boys to be a bit more expressive for the last 10 minutes or so of the match here. And hopefully we can salvage an equaliser here. Oh, Timothy Gouger kicking the ball. The main reason why he's not on the team. Look at this, straight to them. Oh, no, Bertolucci over the top. Yeah, Bertolucci. Where's that 16 pace? Why are you shooting from there, Sandro? Why are you shooting from there for? Use your 16 pace, son. He has been. He's been coming in nice and close and placing some great shots at the back of the net, Bertolucci, but it's to no avail. And again, I lose to Tom the Cock. What else can I say? Oh, we'll be back to you for what was the match I thought we might lose when we played top of the table, Genk. Well, with today's halftime chat, gang, I wanted to tell you about a new series that I've got and I'm uploading. It is my Forest Green Twitch save. I'm uploading highlights packages from the Twitch save. I'll try and bring them out once or twice a week. The link to my Twitch is down in the description. So come and check us out on Twitch. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Welcome back, gang. We're here for the game against AA Genk. We could be in for a bit of a paddling here. Let's hope not. We've only the one change from the last lineup. We're bringing Seraing back in to start on the right-hand side after I said he was playing well. A couple of bad games from Deleuze down the side there. So hopefully the young fella can show some of the form that he's shown for us towards the end of last season down the side there. He wasn't too bad early in the season, to be fair. He just had a couple of quiet ones, and I wanted to try Deleuze there because he's a little bit quicker and slightly better cross with the ball. No other reason than that. I still think Seraing's development is better off here, coming on as a bit part player than being sent out on loan. Having said that, I've been wrong before and I'll be wrong again. So Gouger gets another start. I'll probably give him another couple to try and shut him up. And then I'm definitely bringing Piccone back into the team. Retire, Legay. Actually, is Celestine? No, Celestine is nowhere near. Legay, Wackers, Damashka are the back four. Zart and Bowen in the centre of the midfield. Vermeulen and Seraing on the flanks. The Flying V's. Love it. Bertolucci and Arai gets the start up front. I thought we'll just no shilly-shallying around against the best team in the league, and we will just go out there absolutely balls to the wall and go up there and try and win this game. We've got nothing to lose. Absolutely nothing to lose here. Completely not fussed if we lose this match, but I don't want to lose heavily. That is the only caveat to that, is that we don't want to lose heavily. Right. That was the weirdest highlight ever. Right, Bowen puts in the free kick. Arrives late. And the ball skims off the top of the bar into the frustratingly empty stand behind the home goal there. Right. DeSato. Volpato chips the keeper. Oh, wow. That was interesting, gang. That was interesting. Right, we're going to throw out some more encouragement here. We're going to make sure the boys know we're behind them in this match. Try and elicit a good performance from, right, Timothy Gouger with one of his trademark shit kicks, but it actually finds Arai this time. Timothy, why do I call him Timothy Damashko? He's Antonio Damashko. Rightio. Maxime Wackers on the ball here. Finds his soon-to-be bench partner, Legay, and we go back to Gouger. Now, that was a shit one, Timothy. And we give the ball away again with no problems whatsoever. Gray on the flank there. I hope that's not Damari Gray. It's not Damari Gray. Descote. Oh, Timothy Gouger does well. Doing well, Timothy Gouger. The two keepers are giving me a selection headache. They really, really are. I think I need to have the conversation with Timothy Gouger that, dude, you're a squad player and you're a cup goalkeeper. I told him I'd give him a start in the cups and he just wasn't happy with it. But because he's influential in the team squad, I didn't want him getting a grumpy on. So I really can't afford for people to be getting a grumpy on at this stage of the season because, absolutely kicked there. That's a free kick for us. That's a card, ref. Come on. Apparently not. I can't afford dressing room dynamic shenanigans at this stage in the season, especially in a season where we're going to be losing matches Keeping morale up is going to be a difficult thing anyway. Bertolucci with a great first touch there. Bertolucci with a speculative shot there. I'm assuming that didn't miss by as much as I thought it did. And the ball goes out for a goal kick for them. We're actually looking pretty good here, except for Mueller giving away the ball there. That was a little bit crap, Alphonse. You're better than that. Right. Win the ball back, boys. We're trying not to press so hard, and we're trying we've just got the forwards pressing. That's a great tackle by Damashka, though. And just trying them to push the board forward, and our backs and midfield are kind of sitting back there to absorb the pressure. Not with the lower line, and not trying to invite them at us, but, you know, it's like, oh, that's a terrible pass from Brugge. That is terrible. We're giving away possession too easily here. The Scotty, Gouger flies, but it's in vain in the end because the shot goes wide. And, yeah, I think that's part of why... Oh, that's a good cross. Bertolucci. Oh, great save by Bouchan, the Genk keeper. And you know what? We've looked really, really quite good in the first half so far. All right. Nods it. Oh, that's a penalty, ref. We're going to go to the very accurate referee here, which is now a feature of this league, and see what the very accurate referee upstairs has to say. I'm pretty sure he's going to say that's a penalty, yes. So Sandbowen will step up to the spot here and will attempt to slot it home and put us with a lead in the first half. What a great time to score a goal 3 minutes from half time. That will give them something to think about. And the Metalworkers go up 1-0 against Genk. What a fantastic scoreline, guys. I was looking for the word there. Couldn't find it. Scoreline was the word I was looking for. Rightio. Let's go to the dressing room. Really happy, boys. Let's outstretch the arms. Pretty much everyone's doing well, except Brugge, who's playing pretty crap. Look, Rater's playing crap as well. Actually, the back four aren't playing the best, really. I thought we were better than that. Anyway, right, we'll start second half. We definitely need to get the new defender on for that half hour. And when the schedule settles down, I need to get him some time in the under-23s because his match fitness is just non-existent. Right. Damashka, deal with that. DeCirio for them on the flank. That's a lovely looking cross. Finds Gray, but Gray can't keep his header down. Bounces harmlessly off the top of the net there. And it's a goal kick for us. Right. Timothy Gouger has done his ongoing selection chances no harm in this game. He's played really, really quite well. But Piccone is, A, he's a better keeper, and B, he's just better at what he does. His distribution is much better. Oh, see, look, this is why you don't praise your players. This is why you don't praise your players while you're recording an episode, because that shit happens all the time. Rightio. Let's bring Legay off there because, let's face it, he's not having a good one. So on comes Julien Celestine, and he can have a bit of a run there. Are we thinking of making any other changes at this stage? Alphonse Vermeulen is having an uncharacteristically bad game. I am a bit reluctant to take him off because, see, Arai's knackered already. So Arai can come off. And you know what? I think we're going to give... Ruben Logs has actually been all right. But do I want to start the new guy? And give him a go. Do you know what? We're going to show faith in Ruben Logs. I'm going to bring him on here. Pressing forward, thank you. And he can attack and give us a bit of oomph up front, hopefully. And we do have to keep an eye on Vermeulen. What are we going to do with Vermeulen? My thought, because he's left-footed, is we start to train Charlie Caton to play out there on the left, which would be really quite good. He attempts overhead kicks. Okay. He's a bit of a fancy pants, this boy. What's his flair? 12. There you go. He looks the goods about everything. We're going to give it another 10 minutes. We're going to give it another 10 minutes, and I'm going to have a think about it. Right. Let's pump the fist, get these boys out there. And see if we can hold on to this lead and or increase it slightly. Right. Deloitte knocks it down there, and we just smack the ball clear. All right, there's slow build-up play here from Genk. They're not in any hurry here. They're not overly panicked to the point where their central defenders popping back healers. Right, Volpato, Trofino, unmarked, penalty. Very accurate. Referee's going to have a look at that, and he's going to even the score. And Timothy Gouge has got a chance to make himself a hero here. My gut feeling was that was a pen. It absolutely is a pen. Timothy Gouger. Time to shine, sunshine. And he does. Timothy Gouger. Oh, gives away the corner in picking up the ball, but never mind. Never mind. We live to fight another day. Right. Oh, that's a good header from Zal. Not too many people are going to beat Timo Zal in the air. I mean, down the track, Timo Zal is ideally Maxime Wacker's replacement back there. But at the moment, that anchorman role is just too good for him. Now, speaking of Timo Zal, he's knackered. Does Marisic play there? That's the question. He absolutely does. Wackers also plays there, though. So I think Vermeulen's going to have to stay out there besides having an absolute terrible day, because I'm more worried about defending the lead at this stage than bringing on attacking players. Vermeulen's having a bad day. Bertolucci's having a bad day. All right. My hand is forced here. On comes... of course it froze. On comes... where is he? Marisic. Rightio. Do be proud, sunshine. What's his best role there? Let's have a look. It's an anchor. Rightio. Good-o. And the instructions say anchor pairs well with Volante, because the Volante pushes forward and the anchor covers him. So we're going to run with that. Get out there, son. Go on, make me proud. Still nervous. I'd be nervous as well with the horrible football he's been playing over the last 3 or 4 weeks. I mean, I do need to give some of these new boys a little bit more time to gel. I mean, to be fair, we're only like 8 weeks into the season. Normally, can quite often take till Christmas before a new signing properly gels with the side. Right, Bowen, the playmaker, the string puller, finds Logs. Oh, that's a good little header from Vermeulen. Vermeulen finds Logs, and Logs finds the goal. Oh, the referee's going to go up. The very accurate referee's involved again here. Deary me. Come on, he's on. He's never offside. Well, it's given us the goal. Let's just check. Oh, there's no way he's offside. Come on, give us the penalty with the fancy lines. The replay, rather, not the penalty, with the fancy lines. There we go. There's no way he's offside here. Ding. Yep. Oh, Seraing was trying to beat the offside trap there on the far side, though. Fortunately, he wasn't involved with the play. And, wow, this is not how I expected this to go. There's been some surprise results for us so far this season. Beating Eupen was one of them. Beating these guys, another one. We haven't even particularly played well. Look at some of the ratings there. I mean, across the back 4 there. Loic Rater is the only ones who have pulled his weight back there remotely. Oh, Damashka's played well at the end of the day. But these two are a bit crap. I mean, don't forget, they get a 0.2 or 0.3 for a clean sheet. So you take that away, and that's how poorly those guys have been. Marisic did well there. Perhaps his mobility might lend him to playing there rather than at the back. You're crap, Chris. Chris Vermeulen is the motorbike rider. That's Alphonse Vermeulen. Anyway, enough complaining, Wally. A win is a win is a win. Let's outstretch the arms. I'm proud of your performance today, guys. No one gave us a chance. I didn't give you a chance. And you've gone out there and you've absolutely... I thought it was Genk. It's Ghent. It's Ghent. Rightio. I've got those two mixed up. That's not going to be confusing at all, is it? On the screen here, we've got the links to my highlights package from my Twitch shave. Like I said, my Twitch link's in the description. Go check the highlights package out. I think you'll like it. My name's Waylens. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.